If you would subscribe to the live screen sharing room on DAX and watch every day the live trades I do on time during the market hours, the first hour of cash trading and then US session, and why I'm taking these trades, you can go on my Twitter page here at this name and click this on the pinned tweet here. This link which will prompt you to a PayPal subscription service which is have a small description here, and the first 2 days is free, then you can have free cancellation if you wish so, and then it's just 19 euros a month. So if you click login here, then this will prompt you to a subscription details, and then you will need to let me know about this so I can send you the password, and so you can be able to log in every day and watch the live screen sharing. Or you can just go to my YouTube channel here, which I upload every day the video after what happened after the European cash market closes, and this is the link here of the everyday recording after the market closes. So this is just free, so you can feel free to go here and just watch this. Okay, hello everyone. So let's see where we are today. Basically, we ripped through 800s a couple of days ago. Then yesterday, after the European cash close above 11,000, almost 11,800 here. So today the question will be what we do at previous days range level if we hold here. If we have a retest of 11,000 yesterday value area high, then hold for a move up to yesterday's high, what will do there? Will it hold or will it fail to give us a move down to 920s, yesterday's point of control? All of these days are very little volume traded and basically exaggeration of the move due to Draghi press conference later on today. In anticipation that Draghi will deliver some positive news about more quantitative easing perhaps. So if Draghi even delivers and disappoints the market, or the market is already priced in and Draghi delivers, then this can go straight down here, and we need to see later on though. Initial support here at initial balance low, initiated as a long position here now for a potential breakout of initial balance high. If this manages to break out initial balance high and holds above, then we're looking for a move up to yesterday's high retest. Scale out first part of the position here, second part of the position, nice breakout. You can see initial support here to the tick, then reversal. Now targeting yesterday's high here. Looking at the 30-minute chart on the Bollinger Band here, we're just in the middle of the Bollinger Band range, so perhaps this can have a retest of yesterday's high and higher Bollinger Band, then see what it do there, if it holds resistance for a nice short or if it goes straight down. Need to allow to this 30-minute candle to fully develop in terms of time. So we are already 5 minutes into the session and it's higher, so let's see if this will be sustained. Otherwise this will just balance above and below initial balance area until Draghi later on, but let's see if we take out the high first. Again today, like yesterday, we have high probability of testing yesterday's value area high here because it's out of value. But again, with the manner this is trending, perhaps it can go straight away. Let's give it some time here. The more it holds above VWAP and initial balance high, the more likely to go towards yesterday high retest. Flatten the long position here, seeing some resistance up here. Let's see if this is to be held for a nice short opportunity down to 11,000 now. Unless this is just a pullback here and support on VWAP, then continuation. But now flat here. Initiated a short position now, considering this a failure and that we might tag 11,000 yesterday's value area high. If this just failed here, then we need to see price going below initial balance low, holding then 11,000. Stopped out of the short here. This is again unshortable market. Held the VWAP here. Perhaps we'll see now yesterday's high. Shorted once more on VWAP here. Hopefully will not get shaken out again. Seems like support again though. Out of the short here again, holding support. Now need to give it some time to see if it will develop higher. Otherwise this will just remain choppy like this. Initiated another long here against VWAP for a continuation higher in yesterday's high. This is what we'll do, just trending as pulling back a little bit, then higher. And we need to see if it breaks out. Also 40 points into the range for the first hour already, so perhaps we'll give another 10-20 points, hopefully towards the upside. Are stopped out of the long, now initiated short and the last trade until Draghi, so let's see if it eventually goes down to 11,000. Hesitation here upside, so if the statistics matter a little bit, we tagged yesterday's value at a high in 11,000 here. Out of the trades now, flat, nicely chopped up here with no reason. After this was very nice breakout. Now waiting to this hour to pass, the first hour to get completed, see where we have been. Okay, so this initial trade here would have not been stopped out yet, but how can you hold this kind of choppy consolidation? Although failed to retest yesterday's high here, we see some weakness now. Perhaps this can go into initial balance low. Generally, we would like to see this down to 11,000 again and see what it does. Although I will recommend do not touch and stay away from the screen until the ECB press conference later on. Okay, so here we are 4 minutes until the ECB rate announcement and perhaps some small description. I got long here. This is pre-market optimism here. Perhaps we'll see a move up to yesterday's high here. Also, as said earlier this morning, great support down here to the tick at 11,000 and yesterday's value at high. Now attempting to go higher, need to see what it does at yesterday's highs. Okay, so gave it a go and shorted here against this initial reaction of this flash down move. Now anticipating a move lower. Let's see if this happens. Also earlier on, great support here at yesterday's value area high here. Now remain to see the press conference. You see the long position here for the breakout, failed to hold resistance. Now perhaps we'll go aggressively up to yesterday's high and see if it holds there or not. Aggressively got bought once again here, just bang on the yesterday's highs. Now we need to see how much higher. Held resistance so far at yesterday's high, got short here against this level. Need to see if price will balance here or if it extends the downside later on, or perhaps can reverse up to stop me out here above yesterday's high, but seems nice resistance so far to trade against this level for a move down to 11,000 again. Failed to extend higher so far here, scale out a few targets. Now waiting to see if this will hold us a resistance for the day, and then we move down to 11,000. Straight down here, we would like to hold this position to see if we can move further down below 11,000 towards 9,000, 10,930 here, yesterday's point of control. So price seems held support here at the initial balance high of the day, still holding my short position from up here for a potential failure and move down to 11,000. Of course, the trend is higher here, but had resistance here. On the other hand, we had support second time during the day here at the value area high of yesterday's range, failed to go inside the value area. So we need to see here. Seeing some resistance here again at the highs, of course just pushing her and higher here. Let's see if this will break out or will hold resistance and will pull back down. Out of the short position, breaking higher now, need to see if it breaks or fails. Another failure here, shorted again for a potential resistance here, choppy price action but holding resistance, so let's see where it goes, if it goes lower from here. Stopped out here at the short, breaking higher here, it's unstoppable for a short opportunity, so let's see how far up. So give it a go, went long here against the 100s for a move up to 11,200s. This is straight up now. Out of the long here, perhaps short term exhausted. Let's see if it holds yesterday's high, because if it goes below, then we're looking for a move down to 11,000 again. Of course, this is getting bought all the time here. So. Just as aggressive, this is just a scale out immediately 20 points higher, so this should go straight up now. Just miss this position, miss this trade here. Historic moments here, flashing up 50 points into a second here. Hopefully this will not be mentioned as a flash up instead of flash crash, the opposite. So just to see how trading is, basically went long here, then I saw this little pullback and then I said let's flat the position, then missed just 100 points within a few minutes here. Even a goal shorted here, this is kind of stretched towards the upside, held the resistance at 100% exhaustion since the first hour of cash trading. Of course, this is for the short term here, pullback perhaps, and this can likely go further upside later on, but let's see if it fails here and by how far. Scale out second target here, 20 points since the entry, nice resistance here. Of course, we need to see how far this can pull back. Would love to see this from up to 70s down to 100s here, and then perhaps it can be bought again. Okay, hello everyone, so let's see now the US session where we will go. Great support twice here at yesterday's value high in 11,000, as I mentioned earlier, to see what it does here. Of course, this ripped straight up above yesterday's high and almost up to 11,200. This flash up move like 50-60 points in a second or so. I saw this resistance here at 100% exhaustion area since the first hour of cash trading high. Shorted here, scale out twice, still holding the short position here to see if this can develop towards 11,100 or something. Of course, this will, unless I get stopped out break even here, I will not place any trade. Of course, this can just hold and go higher and higher and higher. Also, the 30-minute chart here, we see the too much outside of Bollinger Band, then just sideways here. Of course, this can hold and remain bid all day long until the European cash close. So let's see where it will go. Flatten the short position here, no reason to hold this for further downside. This will never go down, it seems. So let's see if we go up to 200s and what it will do there. So initially the long position here against the US cash opening price and this small support here for a move up to the highs. Stopped out here, DAX SPY stronger than DAX, now DAX lagging a little bit. So let's see if this will hold once again here. We'll try another long for a potential new high here, although finding resistance now. You can see this support here on the 5-minute clearly holding, got another long here for this, stopped out slightly earlier. Now anticipating this will break out and we'll have a day's high retest, then 200s perhaps. Scale out second target since this entry here, very nice support here. Now we need to see if it goes up to day's high, this flash up move and 200s. Broke even the third part of the trade here. Now we need to see if this will hold. We have very negative, nice tick here, divergence, both SPY and DAX holding the highs while underlying weakness here. We need to see if they pull further down from here. Again, another support here at this flag, if we call it. This is where I went long earlier and scaled out twice, anticipating this will go further up. It's just pullback and just held support. I haven't pulled another trade here, so waiting to see how this will trade. Let's read another long trade here since price once above US cash opening price and held very well this small flag consolidation range, so again anticipating a move up to the highs now, unless this will just go like this until the European cash close later. Scale out first target here, then we need to see how far up this can go, holding clearly here, so give it some time. The only issue with this is that we have very negative prints on Nasdaq tick here, both highs and lows minus towards the downside here, so unless this change and go above zero, then we'll see further upside on the indices here, then this will just fail here most likely, so let's give it some time, still long though. So Nasdaq tick went from complete minus up to positive now. DAX just holding this consolidation range, but on the other hand failing to go higher, still long 48 here. Anticipation that this will go higher as we get closer to the European cash close. Scale our second target of the position here. This is very slowly grinding higher as this is what it's doing this week. Each and every day, so patience needed. This area of support here, very nice location to trade against. So we would like to see this eventually up to the highs here with a flash move, so we'll flatten the position. Flatten the long position here, nice trade, anticipating this support here. Of course this can extend like slowly as it's doing up and up. Also this 5 minute here began holding previous 5 minute lows and then higher, so let's see by how far. Okay, here we are at the European cash close, still even at the close here remain towards the upside. Nice support here earlier on for this trade. You can see it doesn't matter how far it has been, the fact that it's holding somewhere, this is a nice area to trade against from.